MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 3 of the National League Championship Series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
Well, when you start the series on the road, obviously you'd love to sweep the first two games, but coming out of there with a split is pretty solid too. Now they come home, they've taken back home field advantage, and we'll see if they can feed off this crowd and take control of this series.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. With that, here's a look at the Brewers starting lineup. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, D-Row?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. The 0-1 pitch. Missed with a slider. Temperature starting to drop as the sun goes down. 56 degrees here at first pitch. Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And right out of the gates, the Dodgers will be forced to deal with his speed at first base.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
First delivery to him on the way. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish, and a fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He will give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
And that misses 1-1. The 1-1 is in there for the second strike. The 1-2 is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. Here now the 2-2. A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. To second for 1. On to first, a double play. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring forth the great slugging left fielder Ryan Braun. Now the pitch. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Okay, I see where this guy's going, right? He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be shocked if this hitter's sitting all over that same pitch right here.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone! Ryan Braun with the solo home run. His second home run of the series. As the Brewers get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing one more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot as the result.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, one run feels like 3 or 4.
0-2 to Travis Shaw. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Brewers do pick up a run on the Ryan Braun homer. On to the bottom of the first at Dodger Stadium. It's now 1-0 Milwaukee. Now a moment for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Yeah, you know I'm going to be watching Yasmani Grandal pretty closely. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
Stepping up to the plate, Jock Peterson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. His lifetime numbers against Chacin. He hasn't had much success, just 2 for 11. He also has 1 home run. Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
2 balls and a strike.
That's a nasty pitch right there. You got to tip your hat as the hitter. You get a nasty slider like that, there's nothing you can do. Actually a quality take.
This is skied into short left center. Braun has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Chase Utley. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one just missed outside. Pulled toward right center field. Yelich is after it. And that's the second out of the inning. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at what's happening in the American League Championship Series, as they've got a good matchup going on over there as well. Standing in, Justin Turner. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes now. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. A solo shot here to left, his second home run of the series, and the Dodgers are back even now at 1 apiece.
Well, his offense spotted him a run in the top of the inning, and he just gave it right back. That's what happens when you plant one in a hitter's wheelhouse. Sent out of here in a hurry.
Here's Manny Machado now. His lifetime numbers against Chacín. He's 0 for 5.
Manny Machado.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. In there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, I don't blame him right there. Giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
The windup and the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Pena will put this one away, and the side is retired. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. More baseball on MLB Network right after this.
Leading off for the Brewers, first baseman, Jesus Aguilar.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Hey, that's a well-executed fastball right there at the bottom of the zone. If he stays there all day, it's going to make for a long day for the offense. Unless they're willing to bend their legs and get down and create some different launch angle, he's on point right now.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. So stepping in, Jonathan Villar. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. And there's a base hit on the line.
Man, I watched Chipper Jones for years, one of the best switch hitters of all time. Work on his craft under the tunnel. It's not easy to put the time in, but bottom line is, one of the reasons why they do it is the ability to work the whole field.
Into the box now, Manny Pena, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. And he'll snap one over to first, and he'll dive back in. Villar stands at first with 1 out. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. So 1-1. There's a low changeup that's laid off.
Count is 2-1.
There goes the runner. All even now, 2-2. Runner on first here with one gone and a 1-1 tie. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Defense has got to be on their toes right here. 3-2 count. Runner on first has got some serious wheels. You know he's probably being put in motion.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. Fastball called for strike 2.
2 takes and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give the guy at first a chance to run.
Oh, a tough pitch to lay off that time, but he got away with it. 1-2. Runners off for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down is not going to get him as he swipes second. Well, when a stolen base is that close, it's interesting to check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, you'll want to focus on the top speed. Really good, and it paid off there. Here now the 2-2. Fouled away. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Popped him up. Utley on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Milwaukee leaves 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second, tied 1 apiece. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. And he'll start the at-bat with a slider that didn't miss by a whole lot. It's ball 1.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for a strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
Left side, but well foul. Now the 1-1 pitch. Oh, it's off the third base bag. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. Oh, but the feet of the shortstop is off the mark. Fortunately, however, the third baseman's able to run it down. Wow. Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over it. And now is Yasiel Puig. His lifetime numbers against Chacín. He's a .318 hitter. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Chacín has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield, get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Runner at third here, nobody out. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this will wind up being a foul ball. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Here now the 2-2. Is looked at for ball 3.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Coming to the plate now, Yasmani Grandal, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He's set. Here it comes. Right over the middle, knee high. A man at third with 1 away. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Runner on third, sac fly situation, right? 2 pitchers down. Really good job of patience, trying to get a pitch that he can lift into the air to drive that runner home.
It's 1-2. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. 1 out and a runner on third. The 2-2 one more time. Down the first baseline. And they'll take it to the bag himself for the second out. But meanwhile, the run is in to score. But one's all they get as the run scores.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there. Even though it wasn't a base hit, it does bring the go-ahead run for his team.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. Chacin gets the sign. Here's the 0-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We've played 2 full. Dodgers out in front, 2-1. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jhoulys Chacin. 9-1-2 due up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. In now is Lorenzo Cain, a base hit in his first trip. First delivery to him on the way. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
A 1-1 count to the Brewers leadoff man. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
And a full count to Kane. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Waiting next, there's Christian Yelich. And he looks at ball 4 now. So he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
Now batting, right fielder, Christian Yelich.
Stepping into the box, Christian Yelich. From the stretch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Kane, base runner at first with 1 out. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. The 2-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation. So making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
Now the 2-1. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3. On deck, the always dangerous Ryan Braun. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
Here's Ryan Braun now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Two balls and a strike to Braun.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick, because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
So striding in, Travis Shaw, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. He's set, and the pitch. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
Here it comes, 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Strike two at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first. Do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Jesus Aguilar is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. The 1-0. Hard hit to first. And it comes up on him there as it kicks off the glove. 1 run scores. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 3-2 ball game.
Hey, Dan, batter drives in 2 right there to give his team the lead. This looks like it's going to be a little bit back and forth. As a pitcher, how do you stop the bleeding?
The one thing you have to do is just concentrate all you can to try to get that first hitter out of each inning. This has the makings like this is going to be one of those seesaw affairs.
Stepping in now, Jonathan Villar, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Comes set, and the 0-1. Fastball down near the shoe tops.
This inning hasn't gone the way he wanted it to, but it's not a total disaster yet. Sometimes pitching is about damage control, so if he can strand these guys out there, that would be pretty huge.
Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. 2 down, runners at first and second. Two balls and 2 strikes to Jonathan Villar. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. So 2 runs on just 1 hit in the inning, no errors, and a couple of men left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Brewers are out in front, 3-2. Leading off the inning, Julio Urias, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch on its way. Ball 1. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-1 home. He's taken high above the zone.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
2-2. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away. Here's Jock Peterson now. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And the changeup just missed the inside corner. Third inning, already a 3-2 ball game. Two balls and no strikes. The count to the Dodgers center fielder. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Haynes back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
In now, Chase Utley. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And a neck-high fastball that time.
He's certainly done an amazing job right here, grinding to get early 2 outs with the number 2 hitter and the middle of the order lurking. He would love to see 3, 4, 5 with no one on base next inning.
2 out, nobody on. Here now the 2-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. Dodgers down in order. They trail 3-2. Coming to the plate now, Manny Pena. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball just below the knees, ball one. Up around the face.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
3-0 now. Orlando Arcia will be next. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. Soft liner to the right side, and he'll take it to the bag for the out, and there's your unassisted double play.
Off the bat, that had soft base hit written all over it, but a nice snag there by the infielder on that soft liner that could have been a potential base hit.
Into the box, Ulysses Chacin. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Popped him up. And Utley will make the catch to retire the side. Nothing across here this half of the inning. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Brewers 3 and the Dodgers 2. Into the box, Justin Turner. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. There's a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Liner towards second. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count, 2-2, and he's able to find a knockout there.
Here's Manny Machado now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. We're in the fourth. 3-2 is our score. A ball and a strike now to Machado. The 1-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Hit hard up the middle, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. For the third baseman, but the throw is wild.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Send it back right where it came from.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. No balls and a strike to count. Here comes the 0-1. A high fastball is in there.
The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our two starters. And you can see the top two pitch velocities here, 96 on one hand versus a still respectable 92 on the other. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled off. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Working for the punch out and the offering. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he fouls this one off. That fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing on the floor.
Chacin comes set. Here's the 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Dodgers strand a couple. Still a 3-2 ball game. Digging in now, Lorenzo Cain.
Center fielder number 6, Lorenzo Cain.
First pitch of the at-bat. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. And he lays off for ball 1. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And this is going to be extra bases here to kick off the 5th. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Well, back in the day, you would hope your leadoff man can work a walk or leg out an infield single, but not in today's game. Now they expect the leadoff hitter to have a little pop, just like this guy. Nice leadoff double.
In is Christian Yelich as the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Maybe lucky to make contact there as this curveball's hit fouled off to the left-hand side. 0-2. Here it comes. Popped him up. Utley over to his left, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Ready for another shot now. Ryan Braun. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Bellinger fields cleanly. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Boy, you know, in today's game, D-Row, pitches are being taught high velocity, go get ahead, strike 1. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with 2 strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach right there. He wanted to use an ambush tactic, and it worked.
Now we'll step off and fire to the bag, and he'll get back in standing. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. One 0 count. Here it is. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Puig is over, and he puts it away in foul ground for the second out.
Now batting, the first pitch.
Next for Milwaukee, Jesus Aguilar. He drove home 2 with a single in his last plate appearance. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
When you dive into the numbers in this start, it's hard to believe that this guy's pitching as poorly as he has. Over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes, but a lot of those have been right down the middle, right into the hitting zone.
In there, strike 2. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. And a fastball just a bit high.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
The 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
2-2 count.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up 3 bases.
Bounce it to the left side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. Home half of the 5th coming up. Milwaukee leads it 4-2. Digging in to try it again, Kike Hernandez. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line, and that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
So with your pitcher due up next, you can either have him bunt, or you can even think about having him show bunt to draw the corners in and then let him swing away. Depends on how much confidence they have in him with the bat in his hands.
Matt Kemp come off the bench now as he'll pinch hit with the runner at second and nobody out. High in the air down the right field line. After it is Yelich. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And he is in there. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jock Peterson. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First offering on its way. And the changeup is way low that time. The 1-0. This is pulled into right. Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. In to score, the runner from third.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Now at the plate, Chase Utley. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And that one right down Main Street.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
Chacin gets the sign. Here it is on 0-1. And that one just missed outside. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. Lifted in the air to center field. After it is Kane. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. 5 innings complete. It's the Brewers 4 and the Dodgers 3. Alex Wood takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 57, Alex Wood.
Jonathan Villar will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. Here comes the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
The 1-1. Misses, ball 2. Two and 2.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
A bouncer up the middle. Machado is there. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. 4-3 our score here as we play inning number 6. Now a flare out toward right center. Weed coming on, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he's trying to run that ball up and in to try to tie him up, but it didn't quite work out.
Yeah, in today's game, everybody's fighting so hard to keep their hands inside the baseball that I think a non-executed pitch on the inner half, Dan, is exactly what the batter's looking for. Something he can keep his hands inside and just fist to the opposite field.
Into the box now, Orlando Arcia, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now the 0-1. Swinging a soft liner, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
That's the name of the game right there, boys. Get on base any way possible. They're not all going to be beauties, but that one falls in front of the left fielder for a base hit.
Domingo Santana will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 16, Domingo Santana.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
You like the modern style of baseball. Here it is. Both starters kept their teams in the game. It's close right now. Now we hand it over to the nasty bullpens. Let's see what matchups are going to take place.
A sinker over the outside corner for strike 2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a breaking ball. Pena over at second. Arcia is over at first with 1 away. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the 2nd out.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed. And what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. No balls and 1 strike. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch popped up, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Brewers strand a couple, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Matt Albers enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 43, Matt Albers.
Justin Turner will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Drilled to the left side. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here. Having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Standing in now, Manny Machado. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Here comes the 1-0. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
Line to the right side. A dive, but he can't come up with it in right as it skips right past him. Turner blows through the stop sign, headed for home. And he's safe at the plate. It's a 4-4 game.
Yeah, you want to applaud the effort as he settles out for it, but the smarter move would have been to take a deeper angle and cut the ball off. He does that, and the runner probably doesn't score from first. On the flip side, great piece of hitting right there.
Stepping in now, Cody Bellinger. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Ready with the 0-1. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you could do with that. Textbook sinker.
In now is Yasiel Puig. Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. And a disastrous time to uncork a wild pitch as the go-ahead run scores from third.
This is why you've always got to be careful with a runner on third. He went with the slider there and just overthrew it and spiked it into the ground. He's going to have a hard time letting that one go.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 misses for the second ball.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
A slider that time that runs away. It's 3-1 now. Yasmani Grandal waits on deck. Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. And they won't come into Puig as he'll lay off and take the walk. At the plate, Yasmani Grandal. He's got an RBI despite an 0-for-2 effort to this point. Throw over to first, and he'll get back in safely. Here comes the first pitch. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
That pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but obviously this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taken all the way, and he was going to zone him up.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Perfect throw, and they got him at second.
Not every catcher can make that throw, so that was pretty special. Benito Santiago made throwing from his knees famous when he was playing, but it's a really tough one to pull off. That's a long throw without any legs underneath you, so hats off to him on that one.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Strike two, swinging.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. On to the 7th now in Game 3. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Brewers 4. Back here at Dodger Stadium. On to the 7th now in Game 3, but before it gets underway, we take a look at our game summary through the first 6. In is Christian Yelich. No hits to this point.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
1-2 for Christian Yelich. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
Here's Ryan Braun now. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. Outside, 3-0 now.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Right over the middle, knee high. 1 out, nobody on. Drives it out to deep right center field. Puig giving chase, but he can't make the play, and that should bring home the tying run. Braun rounds second. He's heading for third. The relay, and he'll make it to third safely, so your tying run is 90 feet away with only 1 gone.
It's rare to hit a triple, but he's knocking on the door of history right now. In addition to that 3-bagger, which is the hardest one to get, he already has a home run and a single, so if he gets a double next time up, he's going to have a cycle.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. 1-0 the count. Braun takes his lead at third with one away. Hit hard down the left field line, but this is foul near the seats. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2.
2-1.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Ready with another 2-2. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Jesus Aguilar is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Swing, and he rockets this one down the left field line. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Brewers strand 1, and the deficit holds at 5-4. Jacob Barnes gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Standing in, Kike Hernandez. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Down the third baseline. Played on the backhand. And a good throw gets him one gone. Chris Taylor will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 3, Chris Taylor.
And a ball 1-0. Bases are empty, one man out. Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Here's Jock Peterson now. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball 1-0. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Count is even at 1-1 to Peterson.
Hey, that pitch right there caught entirely too much of the plate. Curveball that rolled over the heart of the plate. He's got to pull the trigger on that one.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's fouled away. A payoff pitch one more time. Fouled away. And this one misses inside. A ball, he walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner. Into the box now, Chase Utley. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball that just misses inside. The set and the 1-0 pitch. A cold strike on the inside corner.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up. Ball 2.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Now the 2-1. Ball even at 2-2. And a breaking ball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Dodgers leave 1. They lead it 5-4. Number 46 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 46.
Now to the plate, Jonathan Villar.
Leading off for the Brewers, third baseman, number 5, Jonathan Villar.
First pitch of the at-bat. Just a bit high that time as he misses spur ball. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Turner is there. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Digging in once again, Manny Pena. He singled his last time up. He's set. Here it comes. Here's a knuckle curve that backs him up a bit. Ball 1. Here's the 1-1 delivery.
Nope, that's dead.
Just missed with a breaking ball. Now the 2-1 is laid off of for ball number 3. You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. This is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. It was a single for him in his last at bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Hit back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So at the very least, that 2-out base hit will prevent the pitcher's spot from leading off the next inning.
Boy, that's a big base hit right there. The only problem now, D-Row, you have the pitcher's spot on deck. It'll be interesting to see how they play this one.
Well, those guys on the bench, they know their pay grade. They've been getting loose since the 4th inning. I look for the manager to definitely make the move here for another bat.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. A fastball down near the shoe tops.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Quick check on that tying run at first. And the runner back. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Milwaukee leaves 1. Still down a run. It's 5-4. Jeffress is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Ready for another chance. Justin Turner. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
I don't know if he needs a few more warm-up pitches or he's just announcing his presence with authority. Either way, watch your face.
Here it comes. This one's down to third. VR is up with it. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other. 1 away. Here's Manny Machado now. Tripled homer run last time through, so we'll see what he's got in store here. From the stretch. Breaking ball in for a strike. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Here's a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. comfortably in the hole, 0-2.
2 is the count.
Here's the 0-2. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. The 1-2 is ripped into the gap. This could be extra bases. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he'll post into second here with a 2-out double.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
And now is Yasiel Puig. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
Well, the good news is this guy can really dial it up and let it fly. The bad news is sometimes he overthrows it and has absolutely no idea where it's going. He's in a little bit of a trouble, so we'll see if he can work his way out of this.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 is in off the plate.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
That one's in there on the black. 2-1.
Yeah, right there. It's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. The 2-2. A little bouncer. That winds up foul. The 2-2 one more time. Swing and a little tapper. Bellinger at second. Puig at first. 2 out in the inning. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Dodgers strand a couple. They hold on to a 5-4 lead. Welcome back to our MLB Network broadcast. Great look there at the skylines of Los Angeles and Hollywood. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Kenley Jansen comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Batting in the 7th spot, number 74, Kenley Jansen. Now catching and batting in the 9th spot, number 50.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. He'll lead it off against Jansen, who tries to close the door in this one.
Hey, it's never easy scoring runs against a closer, but this lineup is setting up perfectly right now as the leadoff hitter leads off this inning.
He's set and the pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Jansen, a right-hander going 6'5". He's a 9-year major league vet. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. The 0-2 once more. Fouled off. There's another 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
The 1-2. Scorched to third. Gloved by Turner. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Up next for Milwaukee, right fielder, Christian Yelich.
Ready now, Christian Yelich. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Now pitch on the way. Good cutter there, and he's got him behind the 8 ball now. 0-2.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. And 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Line to the right side. And that is through into right field for a single. Now batting, Ryan Braun. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. In tied at 93, ball one. Runner at first here, one man out. And he misses again, 2-0. Sign must have been on there because that's right down the middle. Strike one.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
And a dive, but he's back in. Now the 2-1 is taken for strike two. Runners on first with one down. And this is swung on and missed on a good pitch, and Braun is gone for out number 2.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Travis Shaw. Career matchup numbers against Kenley Jansen. He's a .333 hitter. Here comes the first pitch. He's running. Strike taken to throw. way late, and he's in there easily at second.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Two out here and a runner at second. A sold-out crowd, 56,000 strong at the start, all up in L.A. Trying to get him to chase the cutter there, a ball and 2 strikes.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
The Brewers down to their final strike. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Well, folks, that's what Kenley Jansen does. When he enters the game, the hopes of the other team, they usually just leave. Slams the door again right here.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4, the final tally. The Dodgers have taken a 2-1 series lead. Alex Wood gets the W on the mound, so that'll put a wrap on things here.